For many, gambling is a harmless form of entertainment, a way to unwind and have some fun with friends. It's a fun diversion, a chance to test their luck and experience the thrill of the game. However, for some, gambling can become a serious problem, leading to significant personal and financial issues. This is known as gambling addiction, a condition where the brain's reward system gets hijacked, making it difficult to stop. Gambling addiction is a behavioral addiction characterized by an uncontrollable urge to gamble despite negative consequences. It's similar to substance addiction in how it affects the brain, altering its chemistry and functioning. Just like alcohol or drugs, gambling can trigger the release of dopamine, the brain's feel-good chemical. This feel-good chemical reinforces the behavior, making it harder to resist the urge to gamble again. The thrill of the unknown, the anticipation of a big win, these are all part of the allure of gambling that keeps people coming back. But these enticing aspects can quickly turn into a slippery slope, leading to more frequent and higher stakes gambling. This leads to financial ruin, broken relationships, and severe emotional distress, affecting not just the gambler, but their loved ones as well. To understand gambling addiction, we need to delve into the brain's reward system. This intricate network of neurons and chemicals is responsible for how we experience pleasure and motivation. At the heart of the system lies dopamine, a neurotransmitter often dubbed the feel-good chemical. It's crucial for our survival, driving us to seek out activities that bring us joy and satisfaction. Whenever we engage in activities our brain perceives as rewarding, dopamine is released. This release creates a sense of pleasure and reinforces the behavior. Think about the feeling you get after a delicious meal or achieving a personal goal. These moments are accompanied by a rush of dopamine, making them memorable and desirable. That sense of pleasure and satisfaction? That's dopamine at work. It's our brain's way of rewarding us for engaging in beneficial activities. This surge of dopamine reinforces the behavior, making us more likely to repeat it. Over time, these repeated behaviors can form habits. Our brains are wired to seek out pleasurable experiences. This ensures our survival by motivating us to engage in life-sustaining activities. Food, water, social connection, these all trigger dopamine release, motivating us to pursue them. This natural reward system is essential for our well-being. However, this system can be tricked, and that's where addiction comes in. When artificial stimuli hijack this reward pathway, it can lead to compulsive behaviors and addiction. Gambling, with its unpredictable nature and the possibility of a big win, triggers a surge of dopamine, the brain's feel-good neurotransmitter. This rush of dopamine creates a powerful feeling of pleasure and reward. This is similar to the effect of drugs like cocaine, which also flood the brain with dopamine, creating a similar euphoric high. Each win, no matter how small, acts as a positive reinforcement, encouraging the person to keep gambling in hopes of experiencing that high again. It strengthens the neural pathways associated with gambling, making the behavior more ingrained and harder to break. Over time, the brain becomes accustomed to this dopamine rush, requiring more gambling to achieve the same effect. The individual might need to gamble more frequently or with higher stakes to achieve the same level of excitement, leading to a dangerous cycle of addiction. This is known as tolerance, where the brain needs more of the activity to feel the same pleasure. The brain has essentially been rewired, prioritizing gambling over other rewarding activities, leading to neglect of important aspects of life. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for decision-making and impulse control, also gets affected, impairing the person's ability to make rational choices. The heightened dopamine activity disrupts its function, leading to poor decision-making and increased stress. This leads to impaired judgment and an inability to control the urge to gamble, even when faced with negative consequences, creating a vicious cycle that is difficult to escape. Section 4. Compulsive behavior, when control goes out the window. As gambling addiction takes hold, individuals often exhibit compulsive behavior. They may find themselves unable to stop thinking about gambling, even when they're not engaged in it. Their daily routines might revolve around their next bet. This compulsion stems from the brain's altered reward circuits and the overpowering urge to chase the next dopamine hit. Rational thought takes a back seat as the desire to gamble becomes all-consuming. This loss of control can have devastating consequences. Individuals might drain their savings, accumulate massive debts, and damage relationships with loved ones. The shame and guilt associated with these actions can further fuel the cycle of addiction. Section 5. Understanding the grip of gambling addiction. Gambling addiction is a complex condition rooted in the brain's reward system. The allure of unpredictable rewards, coupled with the potent effects of dopamine, can hijack the brain's circuitry. This leads to compulsive behavior and a loss of control. Understanding the science behind this addiction is crucial for developing effective treatment strategies. By addressing the underlying neurobiological mechanisms and providing individuals with the tools to manage their cravings, we can help them break free from the grip of gambling addiction.